Hello,
Ah,
everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome to
hello, everybody. My
Songs
name is
of
Markiplier,
Adventure.
and welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's. Why the
And your
fuck
tree
is
farm.
Kelvin cutting down a tree outside of our base? Oh, there's a raccoon there. Well, the raccoon's
My
dead,
name is Optimus Prime.
and I
I
hate.
do not support Prime.
Mm, I mean, I love drinking. Dude, I just took the fucking garbage out. I was running back upstairs to be like quick.
Mhm. There's so many raccoons. There was a moose. You scared the moose away.
Oh, I didn't scare the moose away. There was just like four fucking raccoons here. Anyway, I stepped weirdly, and now I think I might have popped my knee out of place again.
It,
Ow. That's
this
gonna be
is
fun for sober Yimmy to fix.
Alright, Calvin. I'd like to go inside my fucking house. Fuck out of the way.
Dude, do you think Kelvin's breedable?
Can I answer that? Is
Dude,
that
there's so
fucking
many
cannibal?
fucking raccoons.
How do I make an effigy? I take stick and like a
I don't
cannibal
fucking
head.
know how to make an effigy. Oh, no, you just gotta. So you can stick a head onto, like, anything to scare them away, but I wouldn't recommend it. Because if I remember correctly, it brings back. So right now they fear us already because we every time we leave no survivors, it makes it so that when they attack us, it's rarer, and that they send bigger groups of attack. If we put effigies out, they'll attack us more frequently with the bigger groups. So they'll only attack us less frequently, but with larger groups. But since we already have that, we're now pretty much increasing the odds of us getting attacked by bigger groups.
Mhm. Also, I found a glitch. If you take a rotten head and
Hmm.
make an effigy, it'll then make it a regular head.
Yeah, and it'll slowly start rotting.
But
I noticed that in our last
I
playthrough because I put one on the side of the base where Teal had his base, and it slowly starts to rot, and eventually it will just turn to a normal skull if I remember correctly.
Calvin just fucking dropped a log on our fucking house, like on the base. Okay, then I'm going to, because I'm bored, make a spike wall around the entire base. Oh, speaking of, there's cannibals rolling up. It's a weird looking one.
I almost just shot Virginia. Oh, they took down
Hey,
my boy Kelvin.
run, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you don't fuck with my boy Kelvin. Yeah, that's right,
No.
motherfucker. This is how we do it on the west side over here. I mean east side, because I'm east coast,
I wonder
motherfucker.
if there's that more that ran away.
Hey, yo, we don't let them motherfuckers run away. We hunt them down. I'm going to their camp.
Yes.
I'll be back momentarily. Don't worry, I'll play a good word for you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a spike wall around the entire outside of the base.
I would do that
And start
another
looking
time.
at my own
Just
base.
considering people are still building stuff outside the base. I'd wait until we at least know what the actual outside of our base is going to be.
True. Well, then I guess I'll start. Is there... There's
I mean, if
ways
you
up
want, you
from
can
here.
build on your side, but we already started on your side.
Yeah,
There's no one here.
sure. I
Them bitches
suppose,
ran
but
before we even got to you.
they knew we were coming. They knew that shit was about to go down.
Well, you know what they say. Vegetables are vegetables, but at least I don't walk like mayonnaise.
All the dead Kelvins over here. I was like, what the fuck? And it's like a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
dead
That
bodies.
from me spawning in a million Kelvins just to fuck with everyone. Mm.
That guy's stamina is insane. It's only like half stamina. I'm pretty sure I ran that entire way down to the camp without stopping once.
I did the same when I'm already running back.
Yeah, same.
And I have a fucking weapon out. If I
Yeah,
remember correctly, you run slower with a weapon out. Oh,
cannibal.
hey! Oh, that's a Kelvin. I almost just shot Kelvin. I like how if we set Kelvins to
Oh,
maintain base, they'll start fixing the traps.
I was just fucking building everything. I wonder,
What?
are you able to build out onto water?
Um,
Like, I wonder how far he's able to build. I don't know if I could build on the opposite
theoretically,
side of it.
if you put the big platforms down here, wait. So if you go like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and you go like this. So
Yeah, I could
theoretically,
just do it now.
indefinitely. But I feel like there's going to be a massive pain in the ass to get the logs there. You'd have to wait till the winter to do it the best.
Honestly, I might just do that. I'm just gonna build a house in the middle of the river. Okay.
Dude, there's so many dead people outside of our base. Also, is your friend Abyss ever joining us back or no? What was that?
I don't know, bruh.
You don't know? Well,
He
maybe you
like
should
retorted like
know.
when he did join us back, he just like fucking didn't build anything. He just fucking did whatever he wanted.
He disappeared, and then our base got raided, and I was the only one defending it.
Yeah, I was talking about it with my one coworker, and it was fucking. We were just laughing because he said that when he played the Forest of Abyss, he did the same thing.
Yeah, because I was
It's like
like,
a fucking toddler. He just wanders off.
he was doing a bunch of stuff on his own. I don't mind doing like people going on caves and stuff by themselves, but like
I
the
see
base was
why
getting
this would be
attacked,
annoying.
and I got killed, and since I was the only one on outside of him, no one was around to help revive me. Because you know how like if we're normally going out, like we normally have like two people by the base, but they're just building, or like it's late enough in the game where we have enough supplies where we can survive. This was before we even had enough ammo. Like the shit kind of sucked. Like most of us didn't have even. Actually, I don't even think we had guns yet.
No.
Now, I know I had my bow, but like that's not that good against your everyday mutants. Ugh. So Tango, I need your opinion on something. Do you think Mike Evans is first ballot Hall of Famer?
Depends. I think Mike Evans, like, honestly, is a really, really good NFL player, and obviously he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. It's just he really has never had he's had like a top five and top three season like once, but he's never like he's been a very consistent top three, like
So he
top 10 wide
consistently gets a
receiver.
thousand yards a year. So theoretically, he should get first ballot Hall of Famer because he's the first rookie to go 10 years with 1,000-yard seasons.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like people like just hate on him for zero fucking reason.
Now, realistically, it really depends on his draft class for getting into the Hall of Fame. Because obviously, if he
Yeah,
retires and let's say fucking, I don't know, Mahomes
5 years.
retires the same year he does, as well as like a few other major like players like fucking Alvin Kamara, fucking
Or did not just say Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara has had consistent 1,000 yard seasons. Granted, his are a mixture of both receiving and passing yards. Pretty much every year he's had close to 1,000 yards since his rookie season. But I'm saying like it depends on who he retires with. Depending on who's eligible, as well as the previous year's people who didn't make it in, will really depend on if he makes the first ballot Hall of Fame, right? Because like he might be in the same class as like obviously like fucking Patrick Mahomes if Mahomes retires the same year he does, as well as like other players like
Oh.
fucking Travis Kelsey and shit. It might fuck up his
How many people
chances.
make the Hall of Fame every year? I always forget.
I don't remember,
Who?
but Reggie Wayne's on his like fucking fourth try trying to get in. But like if his class is stacked with like a lot of great players and shit, he might not make it in the first ballot. But
Yeah.
I have high hopes.
Yeah, honestly, he could.
He could,
Just
but it
like
really
you
just
said, it
depends on the
really
draft class.
depends.
Because if it's a like I said a stacked draft class, he might not make it first ballot.
Well,
He'll make it
depends
the
on how
second
he.
year.
It depends on how he finishes this, like his career as well. Because if
Yeah,
he
but look at it. He
just
already has a Super Bowl
continues,
win under his belt now too.
that's what I'm saying. Like if he like beats Jerry Rice's record, 100% first ballot, like without a doubt. Like yeah,
He should, especially since he is better than Reggie Wayne. You do agree, Michael? No, not Mike. Mike Evans is better than Reggie Wayne, right?
who the fuck is Reggie Wayne? My
Exactly,
casual.
exactly. He's a washed up person from the Colts.
Oh, I know who he is now, but yeah, no.
You think he's better, or do you think he's worse?
No. Yeah, Mike Evans is easily like I'm not even like me writing him just because I'm a Bucks fan, but easily top 10 wide receiver of all time. And he's gonna keep going up that list because this season, what is he first for fucking receiving touchdowns?
In
He had
fantasy, he's
two.
one of the best receivers right now.
Yeah, like he doesn't get a shit ton of yards, but he gets touchdowns. He produces.
Him and Shaheed and Rice were all top for a while until Rice got
Fucking
injured.
Mahomes fucking obliterated Rice kneecap. I still have no idea what the hell he's
Now,
thinking on that.
dude, that was the worst tackle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like that made the Minnesota Miracle tackle look like a fucking perfect like Hall of Famer fucking tackle from like a star-studded defensive player. Like what was Mahomes thinking there?
Mahomes, Mahomes.
Now here's a guy who will blow out his teammate's kneecap to give his other
Dude,
teammates a
that's
chance to get
awesome.
the ball. Fucking Tony Romo.
He wants
Dude,
to
have you seen
prove he
that
doesn't
clip
need a
when he's
uh
kneeing the
wide
ball
receiver.
and they're all like fucking coming over the way he kneed the ball?
Yes,
Shit
dude.
was fucking
It's like
weird.
dude doing like a backflip in the background. It's like, bro, we all
No, no,
understand.
because he like took like 2 steps to the left and then kneed it, and they're like, "Look at how he drew the fucking pass rush and everything." It's like he was kneeing the ball. No one was fucking trying on this play. Are you actually building out there?
Dude, why can I not jump onto fucking like out of the water? It's so retarded.
But yeah, I could double jump with it. Wait, did I just triple jump with the knight? Okay, so theoretically,
Oh my god.
holy fuck, I might have just found a new way to use the knight.
It's so stupid. I
Either
want to
that or
build
I'm just
like
that
this
drunk.
on the water and like just basically have like a floating island, but you can't even jump out of the water. Oh, I
So,
can just
so
build the
here's a
rope.
simple way
Yeah.
you can do it. You can build a quick little ramp on the side, or put a rope. Like, here,
Yeah.
wait. I don't have a rope in my
You
inventory,
can
do
put
I?
a rope. I have it. I'm good. I got it. Attached to the big thing.
Dude, I've been drinking way fuck too much to actually try to build or something right now. If I start building, I'm gonna fuck up my build. So I'm just like trying to nonchalantly keep myself from building.
Build another base as your drunk base.
I'm gonna get
That'll
on
be what you
tomorrow.
work on
Like,
when you're drunk.
I don't know. I'm trying to sober up real fast by chugging 2 water bottles and eating a bag of popcorn. At least sober up enough where I'm at least not retarded.
I make sure my fantasy team is all good tomorrow, which I should win because fucking Baker and Drake London had an insane
Dog.
day.
Please just take Mahomes for Baker Mayfield. I think it'll benefit
Oh,
you greatly.
I do not want Mahomo.
Dude, I'm so pissed because now with Rice gone, who's he throwing to? Outside of Kelsey. Name one person that Mahomes is going to throw to this week outside of Kelsey.
Honestly, dude, if Devontae Adams gets fucking
Dude, the Chiefs are
traded,
trying to get him, and that pisses me off. If the
oh my
Chiefs get him,
god,
we're all fucked.
he's like, yeah, like Mahomes is gonna go for another Super Bowl, but I have him in fantasy, so.
Yeah. Dude, my fucking trade deal to you was like a week ago before Rice's fucking knee got, deleted, would have been like a fucking great trade, but now that he's gone, it's like
Whoa,
kind of
whoa, what
shit.
the fuck?
What?
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear what's
Swear
up?
to God, I just heard a person like talking on radio like behind me. That was weird.
Hey Tango.
Ow, that hurts.
Oh,
Okay,
my
stop.
fault. Why is the one Kelvin? Why is Virginia holding a dead fucking rabbit? Is she trying to send a message to me right now?
Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, that's right. DG filled up all of our fucking drying racks with fish. Dude, I am so glad that the Kelvins built the fucking fish traps in the winter. Cause I set them up on our like trail of paths over here, our trail of tears, I should say, and they finished all the what's it called instead fish traps because it was on the water, and they can't build stuff that's on the water during the when it's not frozen over, and since it was frozen over by that time, they were able to start working on it, which is like insane. Get fish and get logs and fill holders. Do you need logs for your base, good sir?
I do.
Let me chop down some trees so I can keep my character's fitness up.
Alright.
Alright. My biggest worry is I'm gonna forget to save because I'm fucking drinking a ton that like I'm gonna fuck up everyone's shit that they did today. Also, I'm probably gonna
I'll
forget I
remind you.
filmed this tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up and just accidentally delete the video thinking it's an older forest video. Which oddly enough, the first Sons of the Forest video on my channel is just released today, I believe. 'Cause I've been doing a Counter-Strike video alongside a video with like me, you, DG, and them. So it's like been like Halo, Sons of the Forest, and now pretty soon in a couple of days, I believe it's gonna be a Left 4 Dead video or two. So I'm trying to keep it to 2 videos a day. I'm already so fucking backlogged with videos that I
Kelvin's in
have
the
so many.
distance of the logs, bro.
Yeah, they're cutting down trees to fill up logs, the log holders.
Oh fuck, there's a cannibal right here. He's lighting himself on fire, stop it!
Stop resisting!
Stop it, that thing!
Sir, get down! Oh, this
Dude,
guy's
I
not
am
dead.
dog shit at aim right now.
So accuracy by volume of fire. You have a shotgun, don't you?
Oh my god.
That guy's still alive? Oh, there's more of them. Oh no, that's Virginia. Whoops. Sorry, honey.
Swim with the fishes with yay. With ye. Oh my god, I fucking coded
Alright, well,
him.
there's another one over here that's fucking with our Kelvins. So I'm about to show him why America doesn't fucking, have free healthcare. But first, I'm gonna show it to that moose.
Yeah, because this game doesn't even like explain where we are. It's just like, yeah,
Yes, it does.
where are we?
We're in the middle of the fucking Atlantic, not Atlantic, the Pacific Ocean, near Alaska.
I am mistaken. Yeah, scare the shit out of me. Just turn around
So
and
there's
do
a
lightning
lot of
back.
so okay, I'm about to autistically rant about this game's story stuff, because
Yeah, you're
this
good. Go
game's
ahead.
environmental storytelling compared to the first game both exceeds it as well as isn't as good as it used to be. So real and the story of this game is obviously you played the first game, right?
Yeah, and you told me all this before,
So
but
in
go
the
ahead and
first
recap.
game, you play as obviously, Timmy's father. What was it, like
Ah,
Philip LeBlanc or something? I don't forget. I forget what his father's name was. But you play as his father. You save Timmy. Timmy gets, fixed by the fucking artifact on that island. The artifact, the fucking person who steals Timmy in the first place, is a doctor that was behind fixing the artifact, in which he was testing on children, which was creating all those fucking mutants on the first island, like the Virginias, the Armsies, the Cowmans, shit like that. And he worked for a company called Sahara Therapeutics. In this game, this island was trying to be bought out by Sahara Therapeutics in the past, but because they couldn't afford it because of the the
more
whole
cannibals.
shit that happened in their company in the past,
Damn.
they lost the bid to a company. I forgot who the company hit. Oh, Puffton Corp or Puff Corp is the name of it. It was some like generic fucking name, hence why I forgot. Uh, and after they lose the bid for it, they get pissy. Now they start having security on the island as they're building up the island because they're trying to set it up into a resort. They're digging underground caves. They're finding sulfite, which is something you occasionally saw on the first island, but it's much more rare there versus here. In which the first game doesn't take place on an island, it takes place on a peninsula off the coast of Canada, I believe, or Alaska, one of the two. Hence the environment of it. This game takes place off the coast of Canada, if I remember correctly. So it's similar environment setup. But while they were building this resort, they're building all these underground facilities. They're finding all this stuff. They're finding artifacts. They're finding out that fishermen used to come here in the, I believe, 1800s to try and build, little fishing colony things for like the fishing season. So when they come here during the, uh, fishing times, they could, fish stuff off the coast. They start finding stuff with the artifact. It drives a lot of them crazy. A lot of them realize the people that are, you know, worshiping the artifact are going, in fact, insane, and that they need to be stopped. Hence why there's all those, like, when you enter a lot of the caves, how they have those crosses hung up. Those are all from those people who are trying to stop it. They destroyed the original artifact, stopped it, and kept people, sane and left the island. Eventually, when Puff Corp gets here and they're building all this shit, they keep a lot of that stuff locked. Hence why there's like all those like fenced in areas where you can't, go into technically because, Puff Corp was trying to keep it off limits to the people visiting the island, like all the other rich people's coming here to play golf.
Hmm.
Because that's PR. Bad PR. They didn't want it known about all this stuff because had all that stuff gotten out to the public, the island would have been under investigation for what happened in the past, and they wouldn't have been allowed to build anything on the island. So they kept it, under the radar. Hence why they had so much private security on the island, which is where I forget the guy's name, but you know the guy in the opening cutscene who you find who finds you after you crash land.
Yeah,
and
this
realizes
is
you're
how.
press. So he is the main antagonist of this fucking story. Realistically, in the first game it was the doctor behind Sahara Therapeutics, lab on the island. This game is this guy. He was the chief of security there, and he was doing good at his job for a while until the Sons of the Stars came about. A group of religious fanatics who worshipped the Sulfite artifacts and shit like that. Realistically, the main artifact on this island that got destroyed by those fishermen was trying to connect with people away from there to drive them towards here to rebuild the artifact and reclaim its power so it can be put back together and be used again. Obviously, those people not knowing much, they come here, they slowly start getting massacred by this dude and his security team. They like to the point where he's lining them up to execute them. Hence why he gets fired by Puff Corp. And after he gets fired by Puff Corp, there's not many Sons of Stars on the island yet because their main leader hasn't shown up. They decide to, what, it's fine if we leave him for a little bit. He's not gonna, he's fired. He's not gonna be back on the island. But now he knows where this island is. It's the location of it has been held secret for a while. Eventually, uh, he gets word from Sahara Therapeutics that, hey, we want to take this island over, but we need to make sure Puff Corp, collapses, so we need you to kill their leaders and ensure that the island looks, like a place that's not worth building a resort at. This way, we can swoop in and buy the island for cheap when no one else will even bother buying it. He starts doing that. He comes back to the island to try to work on it. By the time he gets here, all hell already broke loose on the island. The main artifact underground was about to, go off, which the owner of Puff Corp, I think it's like Philip Puffton or whatever, the father of Virginia, he starts going crazy, thinking that this whole countdown thing and this whole timer thing is like a salvation to God type of thing. He starts hosting a major party, setting it up for when this timer thing is supposed to stop. Little does he know that's the thing that drove all the original fishermen crazy when they're underground, turning them into the possessed things that we see in the caves. Those things obviously are people, so there were people who were transformed by the artifact. When it goes off underground, all people underground pretty much turn into fucking crazy fucking monster things. He had no clue this was even a fucking thing until later on, obviously, until he got turned into one when he was celebrating it. But the Sons of the Stars showed up on the island in force. They were still getting massacred and killed by security forces, but because everyone was at this fucking party thing or at other parts of the island, they managed to sneak into the residential bunker, killing their way through there and blowing up uh, one of the walls in the bunker there to try to get to the artifact, which was in a cave that Puffton Corp never even noticed. So they get in there,
Go to
they
sleep.
pushing through. You find their dead bodies later on. They're trying to get through. Throughout the story, you figure out that a decent amount of them actually did make it to the artifact and make it to this other dimension thing that you find at the end of the game. But that's later. So that all happens, but because the door got closed behind them, because they didn't want anyone following them, they made sure that you need the sulfite armor stuff, the stuff that you find on that crashed spaceship, which comes from the dimension they're trying to get to. Hence why there's a spaceship in a fucking cave. So that sulfite armor is needed to obviously be turned on and, given power to, but it makes it so that they can, pilot these fucking activate the stuff to get in there. It was already unlocked when they got
I'm gonna
there,
lock the doors to make sure no
but
cannibals.
yeah. But because it was already unlocked when they got there, they just closed it behind them. They didn't need the sulfite armor. That's where all the demons underground come from because they're mostly from the crash spaceship cave and the other. Once you go to either of them, I believe is when they start showing up on the surface with the demons, which they're actual demons from fucking hell. They're not actual like the possessed people. They're a different fucking breed, hence why they
Alright, I
take
got a
damage
quick
from me.
question really quick,
So
not about the
what?
story, but I had my, oh fuck, it's winter.
Oh,
I had my water on the pot for like an hour and it just never cooked. Like, how do I cook water?
you gotta hit the gear button over it. This way, it registers that you actually are going to cook it as just water.
Uh,
Yeah.
so wait, like in
So
the
when you go over to the
fire.
fire and you put it on it, you gotta click on it where it has that little thing over it. So like like how when you go to it like
I
it has that
see,
little thing.
gotcha,
Yeah. So you
yes,
gotta do
bro.
that. Anyway. Anyway, back to the story of this fucking game. After all that shit's done, pretty much, Puff Corp goes off. No one knows what's going on. What's his face finally makes back to the island. The chief of security who used to be here, right, pretty much right after the fucking stuff underground happens. All the people who are on the surface get turned into the cannibalistic crazy things that we run into, as well as some of them get mutations of their own, hence leading to the big fat fucking red dudes, the giants, and the big fat fucking women. So those people are all, things that got affected by the stuff. Pretty much everything on the island got affected by the fucking artifact that went off. We show up here around the same time that it's about to go off again, because it goes off every certain amount of weeks during a certain lunar cycle, if I remember correctly. Because of that, when we show up on the island, realistically, you only have a couple days to figure it out. Obviously, the devs didn't want to make it so it's just a couple of days. They wanted to make sure you can at least have fun on the island and build shit. So they made it so it's just like whenever you get to that part of the caves when the timer really clicks, and once you complete it, you find Timmy at the base of the cave because he gets sent here as well with his father trying to figure out stuff with it. You're sent here as a press dude because Virginia's father set it up where if he ever goes missing, he wants us, or the reporter character, to go searching for him. Mostly because he knows we would get it done the best because we are very good at finding the truth, searching for stuff and shit like that. I don't understand what the fuck his reasoning was realistically with it. To me, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really fit the whole story. But he does it anyway. We show up on the island and start, trying to find him after we crash land with the mercenaries. Obviously, all the mercenaries are dead, hence why we don't have many weapons outside of what we have in our survival kit. It's whatever we find on the island. Hence why there actually should be a lot more guns in the game, but there isn't. I know there's a bunch of pistol spawn points because you can give guns to Virginia, but the shotgun there should be obviously different variants of. There should obviously be the hunting rifle as well as an AR type because if there's private security on the island, they would have had ARs.
Mm.
After that happened, after we show up on the island, we start piecing together what's going on. We find Virginia, who was affected by the artifact because she was underground, but she didn't get turned into those crazy things. She somehow managed to survive it mentally. She gets back up to the surface, and when she's afraid of fucking everything, because everyone on the island is trying to kill each other, and everything going on, like she has a right to be fucking terrified of everything. After all that, we start to piece together what happened. We find Puff Corp. We find obviously Virginia's parents as we did in the last video. We kill them, put them out of their misery because right now they're all just mindless crazies. And we're trying to set up where people can actually live on the island without issue. We're trying to figure out what's going on and trying to get off it. We find out Timmy's here to try to fix himself with his father. He eventually does that in the canon ending of the game, in which he becomes a rich CEO. We, on the other hand, stop what's going on. We kill the chief of security for Puff Corp, who is now working for Zahar Therapeutics, to fucking rig the island against them, get whatever stuff he can intel on the island, as well as figure out what the artifact is, as well as get artifact pieces to bring to Zahara Therapeutics so they could continue their testing stuff that they've been doing. And obviously, we put a stop to it. And after we do all that, canonically we leave the island, but if you choose to stay, you can finish building the artifact that the fisherman destroyed, which is why like we always find those artifact pieces. But Timmy becomes a major CEO of a pharmaceutical company that specializes in using sulfite to cure stuff. He managed to cure his mutations with sulfite from the island. The third game is going to take place off of an island off of Japan, it seems like. That is the world's largest, as we see in the post-credit scene of the game, largest source of sulfite in the entire fucking world. Likely mean the next game's gonna have a lot more Japanese and Asian cultural stuff in it than the current ones have. Because obviously the current ones have had like some stuff with it, but it's not been to the same degree that this will. So yeah, any questions?
No, I do definitely like how much like lore this game has.
It's a lot of stuff where you have to read between the lines and look at like stuff you find in order to figure out. Like obviously like all the stuff we find in caves, as annoying as it is when we pick it up to not drop it, it is very good for storytelling, especially when you're taking the game slowly and going through it and looting after you kill stuff. Obviously during the heat of the moment when you're like fighting shit and you accidentally pick something up, it is very fucking annoying. But I will say this game did it a little better than the first game with the environmental storytelling aspect stuff. But I did like the first game and how like it was so much more simplistic and it was easier to understand. Where it didn't take like a genius to figure out what the fuck's going on. Because like this game was originally going to be us playing as Timmy. I don't know how the fuck that changed. Because that's why the whole name Sons of the Forest came about. And then they just didn't. They just changed it where we're playing as someone else. I feel like it would have been more fun to play as Timmy. But yeah. Anyway, enjoy your free logs, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, what do you have the Kelvins doing right now? Just
Filling up
nice.
the log storages. I will say though, next time we do play this, I'm setting it up to be the seasons to be longer. This way we can well, we'll suck for winter. It will be better for all the other times. Although I will say that's the main thing I dislike about this game. We get here towards the end of the summer. So there's still like a few
Yeah.
days where it's still summer, and then it turns into winter. And then, I mean, fall and then winter. Which is what I have an issue with, is like, wait a second. You're telling me we get here, and then it turns winter a little later? Because it's meant to be like you go through a certain cave, and then come out, and it's about winter time by the time you get all that done.
Yeah.
But now it's like kind of hard. The game is pretty easy to beat, I will say. But first you gotta take it slow. You gotta go through and get all those extra fucking weapons and stuff. Versus this game where it's like you realistically don't need to do any of that as long as you get one of the guns and you can reliably get ammo. Especially early when the game first came out, ammo was everywhere. If you got a shotgun, like before you started beelining the story, before you would run out of ammo with the shotgun, you would complete the whole game. Now back with the old game
Hmm.
stuff. Obviously now they changed it where they added a lot more since the old game. But nowadays you still can do it, but it's a lot harder. Anyway, be right
Remember
back.
when
I
the
gotta
game
take
like
a
first
piss.
came out, this guy
Oh.
literally landed, ran to like the egg, like the end, put a bench, sat on the
Yeah,
bench, and it like took him through the door that just beat the game. I was like, bro.
yeah. Because a lot of the cave locations, a lot of the bunker locations used to be in different spots, but then they changed all of it. Like if I remember correctly, the residential bunker and the entertainment bunker were all the same, and they used to have all the items in it. It had the sulfite armor because that was before the space cave ever existed with the spaceship, and it also had the katana, it had the chainsaw, it had everything in there. Where when me and my friend went through there,
we got everything, and we got shit tons of ammo, shit tons of weapons, and not many enemies to fight through there. Also, be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom. Keep me covered while I use it.
Whew, I just took a fat fucking shit.
Like, man, I've been pissing for a while. I wonder if you fucking passed out or something.
No, I was taking a shit, dude. Whew.
You see the new Transformers movie?
There's Miner. Who
Miner,
the fuck
Miner.
greenlit that fucking scene, dude?
That shit was hilarious. Like the shockwave scene where it's like, oh, hi, Shockwave. Oh, miners, miners.
Oh my god, dude, they really could not have picked a funnier time to release that scene. I don't
Make
know, I
your
haven't seen
body
the
like a
rest of the
titty
movie yet.
body.
Mostly because I'm like, I stopped caring about Transformers when I was younger. I used to have a bunch of like the fucking action figures of it. Like back when like the Michael Bay ones are coming out. And like you had those like crazy built ones. Cause like I used to have a bunch of them. Shit was cool. YouTubers when they see their fan base. Oh my! Wait, never mind. I can't make that joke.
Mars.
Cause I am a YouTuber now.
Self-reflecting.
Except I'm not. Dream.
Countless other YouTubers.
Oh fuck!
Animal.
They jump at me. Yeah, I pull out the nine motherfucker.
Standing there.
Dude, homeboy would just not die. I shot him. I magged him 2 whole magazines of ammo into him, and he did not die. Where were the others at?
They're all dead. There's like 3
Oh,
right
there's
there.
another one.
Get away from my logs.
God, I love that we found out how to dupe ammo. DG duped a shitload of ammo for us the other day. Cause that guy ran out of ammo, and then him and Jib just started duping each other's ammo. It's fucking insane, dude. Cause like DG would go to get off, Jib would grab the ammo that he put on the thing, after obviously he saved with his ammo down before he put it down. And then Jib would put all that down after he saved, and then pretty much just create like an endless source of fucking ammo. It was insane. I think it got to the point where like they had like the entire racks in my base full of fucking ammo.
Alright, I'm trying to debate. Should I make this accessible by
No.
like the dock that I currently have, or should I make it only accessible by zipline via my house?
Only make it accessible via zipline, or else cannibals will be able to break into it. And since it's over water, I don't know how them damaging it would affect the rest of the structure stability. You know what I mean?
I get you, I get you. What's your strength at?
29. I haven't really been
Same.
building as much lately, mostly because like half time I get on, so many people are building shit where it's like if we have too many people cutting down trees at one time, it'll start despawning everything. So I just don't want to fuck with it too much, where I'll only cut down like a few trees here and there. Or I get distracted by fucking with DG and Jib. You missed it. I had them actually going schizo, where I was taking logs that weren't even from their house and just putting it in front of it, where I was like setting it up to look like I was still taking logs from their house,
Did
and
that
they
to
were
me
going
too. I was
crazy.
like, bro, what is? I was like, where is he getting these logs from? Because there's nowhere missing from my house.
Dude, I was taking them, putting them in my house, and then walking out when they were going into their base to put them down, and it was driving them nuts, especially Jib. DG caught on pretty quickly. But after the next night, though, I'm gonna be getting off because I need fucking sleep, man.
I know. I do want to get to Katana soon, because holy fuck is that thing so goddamn good. Is legitimately
I
the
want to
best
start
weapon in the
putting all
game.
of those
Huh?
wood. I said you might want to start putting all the wood into the holders. So
No, I'm
these
cutting down
spawn.
another tree. No, you can cut down a bunch of trees if the people are in the same location as one another. But it's the problem was when we're so spread out like what we are doing, where like Jib's cutting on one side of the forest, I'm cutting on the other. You have DG cutting on another. Oh fuck! Dumb bitch. Some motherfucker just came out of the woods to attack me. Man, when you have people cutting like far away from one another, the logs despawn quicker. Because
Yeah.
you gotta remember, my computer has to be able to load everything in. So when there's a bunch of people on and we're all doing different shit all over the place, we have to be more, strategic with how we cut down shit, or else it will start to despawn, especially if no one's around it. Hence why I also said to Kelvin's to finish up structures, because when they cut down a tree, they'll only cut down one tree and then start filling it up with stuff. Whereas obviously we don't follow that same shit ourselves. We'll cut down a bunch of trees and then go and do that. So
Mhm.
this way, you know, at least shit's getting done. What I'm probably gonna do one of these days is hop on my own and start building a shit ton of the base, or at least my part of the base, and then just like, obviously I
If you
might
want to do
just
it
do a live
tomorrow,
stream
just
for
let
it.
me know when.
Tomorrow I'm
Because
gonna be gone all day drinking, cause I'm going to my cousin's house to watch the games, and my one cousin's a Vikings fan, so I'm gonna be up at 9:30 till about like 4 in the afternoon when I decide to finally go home. Just drinking, watching football. It's just gonna be fun.
if you're getting on tomorrow, just let me know because I'll be
I'll
at home
probably be
all
on
day.
later on tomorrow night, but it's probably gonna be something similar tonight where I'm like hammered. I'm only hopping on to let people do shit. Hence why probably tomorrow if I'm not building anything, I'm probably not even gonna bother recording. Damn, I just nailed a raccoon from across the lake. Calvin! What the fuck, Calvin?
You just eat a raccoon.
Yeah, after I shot it.
Bro, I was fucking hungry.
I can still skin it. What the fuck did you eat? It's fucking shit, you dumb fucking retard. Mm.
Delicious.
Oh. So it's safe to assume all the other Virginias respawned and all fucking died.
Yeah.
Mostly because ours AI started acting normal. Because I know this ours was only acting sporadically when it was set up when it was all fucky wucky. Also, I'm doing you a favor here, Tango.
Bro was building me a Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, you're gonna need to in order to like. Do it well. See, now that you have a bridge here, it'll be easier for you to get into the base. Unless you don't want it.
Well, I'm just gonna get rid of it and then zip line once I
Oh yeah,
build like
that's
the
right. That's right. My
platform.
fault. My fault. I'm not thinking. I ain't thinking. I blame Al Qaeda.
Where's the zipline perch at?
Zipline perch from your house?
Like the thing to build like the prefabs.
You can't build a prefab zipline anymore. That was only in the first game.
No. Like the big tower things that you make.
Oh, it's under the bases. Anyway, that's the zipline to your house right now. I'm out of zipline ammo. But if you want to see the easiest way to set it up, Don't mind the shooting in our base. I was just reminding the mooses who is at the top of the food chain in this society. Do I have room in my inventory for meat? Yeah, I do. Alright, well, guess we're skinning it.
Oh, am I not able?
Oh, to what?
I'm trying to build like the spike wall, but I can only put it next to it.
Here we I'll look at it momentarily. Cause you're trying to do it on the water, right?
No, like on my house.
What?
Like I'm trying to build the spike wall on my platform.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that, if I remember correctly.
Why I can't remember let's build a regular wall.
Alright, let me try it. Yeah, no, you can't. You can only build it normal. Dude, I remember in the first game, my one friend found out a glitched location. So you know when you beat the game in the first game, there's that one little cave you leave.
Mm.
Normally, you can't get back into a certain part of it. Like you can go through the back entrance of it to get back in, but it's only a little area. My friend found a way to glitch himself into the thing from the outside of like the world, like on the main part of the island, and built a base in there. Because he was able to bring in resources and everything. It was fucking cool as shit. Alright, we went friends. I built on, you know that one little peninsula by the yacht in the first game? We built a base on there, because we built a bunch of bases. But that became my base, mostly because I did most of the work for cutting down trees for it. To the point where I would just deforest. I was cutting down trees faster than you could cut them down with a chainsaw, pretty much. So it got to the point where I was just, doing whatever the fuck I wanted. And we had a fuck ton of traps along the outer wall of our base. So we had the main wall, which was like, like the spiky wall that we would have in this game. And then we had the reinforced wall things in front of me, like the bigger spiky log things that were like, like set up like the X's and shit. And then we had traps just spewing about the entire area. It was fucking beautiful, dude. Alright, I'm gonna save the game. Oh, the tarp's down. I'm gonna save the game real fast and then sleep. Cause I need to go to
You
sleep.
saved?
Yep. Well, cause I need to go to sleep tonight because I gotta get up early tomorrow. Oh. Alright, well, game saved. I'm gonna save again just to double check. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.